Welcome back to the Crochet Karate. So, my friends at yarnspirations.com. Today I'm going to show you the elephant stitch border. They look like elephants in a train, and the trunks attached to the tail, and etc. This is a multi-step process. I'm going to show you how to do the elephants twice. Now, the other sample you see below here is the ice cream stitch. We do have that available on our channel. So what we have here is a process of going across. If you would like to do this for a border, the magic number is 10. So each one of these elephants shares 10 stitches. So there's 10 from here and then 10. So just remember, everything's in sets of 10. So you've got to make sure your border is in a set of 10 in order to make this happen. So that's something I'm going to leave for you. If you are turning the corner, I would probably do 3 single crochets in a corner and then come down and start going down the other side. But I'll leave that in your capable hands, and let's begin now. So let's begin. Let's just say I turn the corner, I have 3 single crochets in. You can either start the elephant on the last single crochet that you had as part of 3, or you can start a fresh one as long as it's in groups of 10 and you have 10 stitches to work with. To begin, you are going to single crochet the next 3. So I'm going to say the corner is going to be by itself, and I'm going to single crochet the next 3. So we have 1, 2, and 3. We're now going to form the legs of your elephant. So the next 2 will be a double crochet each. We need to create the underbelly. So we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet the next 2 after that. And this are the front legs going in. So this would be considered row 1 as part of the elephant. It takes several times to go back and forth to make it. Turn your work and let's begin the next row. I need you to chain 1, and you are going to single crochet across to the last double crochet that you have. So starting in the first leg, single, the next leg, single, the underbelly, single, just go around the space, and then the 2 last legs, 1 each in those. But you're not quite done. I need you to treble over to the very first stitch that you considered as part of the 3 singles that you started with. So if you look down, it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now you need to treble into the 3rd stitch away so you can count back. So 1, 2, and 3, and you were going to treble into that one. This will be the tail. In the future, this treble will be connecting to the trunk of the last elephant if there was one. Let's turn. You are going to skip the top of the first treble that you're currently in. Don't do anything, don't chain, nothing. And I need you to put 4 double crochets in a row. You'll notice that there's 5 stitches here. Only do the first 4. So we say 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you have to chain 2 and slip stitch into the first single crochet here. So come on down and just slip stitch. So there is the tail, the legs, and now let's turn our work again. Now that you turned your work, you need to play on the first post of the double crochet. So you've slip stitched in, you have your chain 2. See this one here? I need you just to wrap the hook just to get started and flip this towards you like this. And you need to crochet this like it's a crocodile stitch. And you're going to start at this part of the stitch and work your way up. Okay, usually we always go down, but in this case we want to go up. So we're going to just start putting in 4 double crochets in there. Okay, so, and then the next one is closer to you. The next one is closer. And the next one is closer. So there's a total of 4. This is the ear. And I need you to turn your work back to the front of this again and this will cause it to turn and create the ear shape, and we'll begin the final step now. We know that the ear is around the first double crochet post, so this is the chain 2, and in this chain 2 you're going to do the following. There's a lot going in. You're going to start off with a single crochet first, then 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to half double crochet 2 more times into that same space. It's around that chain 2. And we have 1 more stitch. It's a single crochet into the same space. So there's a lot going in there. And now we need to create the trunk. We're going to chain 2, and coming back down on the line, skip the first 2. So 1, 2, and single crochet into the next. And that is the trunk going down, and you have the ear and your elephant just like that. So let's begin another elephant. So as I mentioned, there's 3 single crochets that start an elephant. The trunk is connected to the first one. Okay, so this is 1 of 3, so you're going to do 2 more. So 2 more single crochets, so there's a total of 3. You're going to create the legs, and you're going to start with the 2 back legs, so they're double crochet each. Create the underbelly by chaining 1 and skipping 1, and do the 2 front legs with double crochet. Turn your work, and let's begin the next step. Chain 1, and you're going to single crochet just the first 5 stitches, so it's the 2 legs and the underbelly. So just starting at the top, do your legs, go around the space that makes the underbelly, and then the 2 back legs. And once we're here, see where the trunk is connected to? That's the 3rd one away. You're going to treble there, and therefore that trunk is hanging onto the tail of this new elephant that you're making. Let's turn your work. So let's go across. So we ignore the first treble that we're into. Let's just start at the first single, and you were going to put in 4 double crochets in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to chain 2, and you're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet here. Okay, so there's the back, and now you're going to flip it over, and let's begin doing the ears. So as I mentioned, I just get ready and I wrap, and I just use this hand and I flip this stitch. Okay, it's the first double crochet, and you work from the bottom going towards you, and you're going to put in 4 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Flip your work back to the good side, just maneuver this around, and that chain, that same space that you're working with, you were going to finish the head. So you're going to start off in the same space, just like you see exposed right here. You were going to single and then put 3 doubles. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to put in 2 half double crochet. So 1 and 2. And in the same space, 1 more thing, 1 single crochet to finish. And now we need to create the trunk that will go down. And so just chain 2, you were going to skip 2, go to the 3rd, and single crochet. So therefore you have 2 elephants in a row, complete with the ears. So you just continue to build onto your elephants if you would like to do that. In my case, I'm hitting a corner. I'm pretty close to it, so the next one is my corner. I wouldn't sweat the small stuff, but just remember in the corners, if you were doing this, it'd be 3 single crochet, and then you can just turn your work and start a new elephant equally going down. But that's a neat idea, and I think it's kind of cute. I wouldn't build in anything beyond this. I think it's enough, and that's it for today. We hope you have a good one. We'll see you again real soon, I hope. Bye-bye.